and welcome to
What?
Cooking Baby. All right,
Amazing.
just starting up the podcast. Me and Noodle thought it'd be a good idea. You guys will be able to
Yeah.
find us. It should be on YouTube, Spotify, and TikTok. Don't know where you're listening to this from, but hope it finds you well. Let's start right out with Apex August, and Noodle, I'll let you take the floor because I think you got one of the most outward opinions on it.
Oh my gosh, dude. I made like a few videos about it, like laughing about it, because it doesn't make sense for people to think if I stop playing this game, the devs will get off their ass. And before I say anything, I feel like in spite of us like not doing Apex August or like thinking of it, they give us another rotation of Stormpoint. This is seasons in a row that we've had Stormpoint in rotation, dude. It's crazy. But for Apex August, I don't know. I don't even know who really started it. I remember seeing one of my mutuals post about it, and I kind of just chuckled at it. And then people started posting about I'm like, there's no way people think this is a good idea. And an alternative would be, and there's nothing the TikTok community could do. It would be more pro scene, but I don't think they want changes. The only thing I think we could ever change is stop buying cosmetics and shit. But I mean, there's how many players, and I don't know how much of the Apex com is on TikTok, so I don't think the influence would ever work. Our best bet is to just take the good and the bad, make the best of the worst. I mean, you can also, play other games. Me and Core have been playing other games besides Apex because, it's stale.
Yeah, I
Really, really
just
stale.
they
Yeah.
they just kind of I don't know where they're going with the game. The real kicker for me was there was people talking about both the sides of stop playing Apex in general and then stop buying stuff. And right before this no Apex August, we get the Gaiden event, however you say it, with all the
Yeah.
anime skins that everybody was going crazy for.
Oh, they're so nice too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean they genuinely are the Neon Genesis skin for Rev, the Luffy skin for Octane, and they
Yeah,
knew. I don't
they
know if
were they
they
were great.
timed it or they had it planned ahead, but it came right at that time, and that's why I made a TikTok too, or I think it was a Twitter post. I said, "How are you guys gonna say that you're not gonna play August?" And then right before it, you're like, you know what? Might as well drop a huge stack on the event. But
Well, imagine if
it's just
EA had.
weird.
Sorry to cut you off. Imagine if EA has this big brain and the person who made Apex August was just like the idea so people would buy more when like the shit actually dropped and nobody was supposed to play, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, like right before it was gonna be, and people are like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna get my little addiction out of the way
I wouldn't
first."
doubt it. EA is EA. I don't know, man. That's some weird shit,
Yeah.
man.
Well, the one thing that really got me always was the leaks, and a lot of people have been saying that they honestly think that a lot of the gaming companies are leaking stuff to build hype. Which there's always been different things. There's been trailers, there've been little
Yeah,
gameplay, whatever. But I don't think it's really. I don't think it's too far fetched because we have Dead by Daylight, where a couple weeks ago or maybe a month ago now they showed the picture of the armored Titan looking through the one door, and that's how everybody figured out Attack on Titan was coming to
that's
DVD.
crazy.
And then the constant leaks with what do you call it? Stranger Things coming back. It's been yes, no, whatever. So I think Apex, it's definitely likely. But I don't know. From
I,
here on, I don't know.
I think honestly, I feel like Apex doesn't do their job really to stop people from getting leaks. I'll
Yeah.
take Call of Duty for example. We've had leaks that games are going to come out, obviously, and the only other leaks we really get are by devs or by like the NFL stars who get to play COD early that we got to see on like their Instagram stories. Which it looks super good so far. I'm actually gonna buy it. I'm gonna see if it's good. I might stream it. I don't know, but I don't know. I feel like a multi-billion-dollar company and all the leaks are getting exploited, and that's why this game. For me, like last season, I was not excited because I knew everything. I knew nothing was changing. One POI was changing, and we got some armory. That's all. Like what? That wasn't worth it at all. To me, it was just a buzzkill, and Newcastle like just wasn't what I wanted. So, and I already knew what was happening way before it came out. So I was, there's no hype for it because I already know what I'm getting, and I'm not excited for it.
And I think
Have you?
I think that's what kills most games is You need some kind of hype. There's so many
Yeah.
casual players for each and every game, especially Apex. So when you have that hype, like, oh wait, this next event is gonna be crazy. People are gonna log in that first day it's out or whenever it's updated and go see what it's all about. I can't remember which collection it was, but there was that Caustic skin where he looked like a gladiator, and that is still my favorite skin for
Oh
Caustic.
my
And I
god. Oh yeah,
don't
I
think I
forgot
saw it
about
ahead of
it.
time, and it looks so cool. The crazy thing is nobody rocks it, but it's such a good skin. Like it takes you back to being like a kid where you will see stuff and you get so hyped for it. Oh, this new toy's
Yeah.
coming out, this new Pokemon card set, whatever. But now it's, hey man, the event's not coming out for another month or two, but here's literally everything that's in it. Oh, okay. And
Yeah, it's
and the
kind
best part
of
is it's on TikTok. It's like shoved in your face on your For You page. And that's why the one thing I
yeah.
always joked around, because there's so many people that do leaks for content, which, to each their own.
I'm
Um
so glad I never did. Like, no hate to
yeah,
anybody
yeah,
that does.
yeah. There's no
I could
spoiler
respect it
warnings
now.
either. That's what I hate. Or like leak
Yeah.
warnings. They just kind of shove it in your face.
I like the first originals who did put like leak warnings and everything before there was like a million people doing it. They all did it really good and did it right.
Yep.
And like I could swipe past it before I saw, or I'd see like one thing and I wouldn't care that much. But now there's just so many people doing it just for a little bit of views, just for their next post to get like 100 views.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. And Peak Panda told me this. He told me you got to find your like niche in content creation. Whether
Yep.
that be you're sweaty, you kill streamers. I don't know. You're funny. You make good edits. Dude, I've seen some crazy edits. Kira Sky. Do you know who that is?
I think I've heard of them, yeah.
Oh my god, this dude's edits. He's on PC. His fucking edits are
Of like
insane. Like
gameplay
they're
edits or
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. They're
probably
just
have, yeah. Yep.
he like slows it down frame by frame
I
and
think I
adds
know exactly what you're
little
talking about, yeah.
facts and words, and it just looks really nice.
Yeah.
It's really clean. Another one, underscore. I think you know that the Watson main underscore
I
on
think so,
TikTok.
yeah. Yep.
Oh my god, his edits too are absolutely insane too. Like if you're really good at editing, and Apex content, that's right up your alley. It's perfect,
Yep.
and it'll do amazing if you actually put effort into it.
And with the
Or you can
niche thing, I
do
think
like
the
everybody else.
craziest thing is like you can find anything. Like when I started banner setups, that was out of nowhere for the most part, and people, not even just me, I'd have like the rating and themed ones, whatever, and then people made
Yeah.
edits out of it. Progress. I know I did something like that, and then one of the ones that I've been really into lately is Luna Light. Like in Luna doesn't it do anything that crazy. Like I'm not
Oh my
saying it
god.
in a bad way. It's just like the
Yeah.
gameplay, but it pulls you in enough and it's interesting enough to where the point where Luna, all that Luna has to really do, I assume, is make sure the quality's good and then full screen it.
Yeah.
And people are
Did
sitting there waiting. It's the reactions, the running, the barely making it out alive, and people love that kind of stuff. So
It's
you
awesome.
keep doing what
Yeah.
you're doing. You find your formula and you find success.
Did I tell you what happened when I did that tourney with Quinn?
No, I gotta hear
His name
this.
in Luna was literally in our game, dude. It was him. He was fucking styling on kids. We
Oh
died before
God.
we played him. We thought it was a fake, but no, it was dead ass him. It was terrifying. I won't lie. That man is a demon.
Well, I saw he was
I
playing with Caution and somebody else, I think, an attorney.
oh
Lemonhead.
my god,
Lemonhead. Yep. 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 Yep.
that would have made me cry if I ran
Yeah.
into that.
Yep. Caution's underrated too. Like you always every once in a while you'll hear about him or see one of his plays, but nobody really
Yeah.
like really talks
I
about him all that much.
I remember when he first got partnered or everything. You told me about him, and I checked him out.
Yep.
And then like a week later, I was playing with passing time in Jinx, and he 1v3'd us. He fucking shit on us, dude, as Pathfinder.
I
It
think you
was
told me
insane.
about that. I forgot about that.
It was just crazy. And I dropped by the stream. I'm like, GG's man, you're fucking insane. That's just crazy to me.
Yeah. I don't know how people do it, but I don't know. Now I wanna get us into how do you think people could go about boycotting or protesting Apex maybe to get better changes?
Honestly, not playing the game isn't gonna do anything. Uh, Telling people not to spend money on this game, it'll work for a decent chunk, but it's not gonna work for enough. I feel like a lot of creators have to get together and actually try to do something. It can't just be like one person posting saying like, "Hey, this shit's wrong," and like another. Well, not like it's wrong. It's just it's like it's fucked. It's boring. There's nothing to do. We get one LTM every season, and it's just recycled trash. Like it's. what would it kill them to make a new LTM or keep an LTM? Or mobile has team deathmatch, right? It
That
doesn't.
shit is
I think
so
you get
fun.
badges
I
and
forgot
shit
about
for it
that.
too. Why the fuck doesn't console have team deathmatch?
Not a clue.
Or there's a huge queue time for fucking firing range, and you're technically in the like firing range with other people. Why can I not have like 24 people in the firing range with me or
Or
something if
even
I'm in the
literally like
server with
5.
them?
Even
Yeah,
4. Even 4 is nice. My
literally,
biggest
dude.
thing was a couple of different things is especially the Apex community, nobody can ever agree on anything. So if somebody says,
No,
"Hey, listen, here's the deal. Whether you like it or not, we just have to not buy stuff," and then it'll make an impact to them and they're like, "Hey, if
absolutely.
we
Yeah.
want to save this game, we got to buckle down and get shit done." And then there's going to be somebody, I don't care. I'm going to buy stuff, whatever. You can't tell me what to do.
Always, yeah,
And the
always.
worst part is it's not even going to be one person. It's going to be a bunch of people.
It's gonna
And
be
then
a
all it
lot of
takes,
people supporting them too. Yeah,
it
it's just
all
not.
it
It's
takes
not.
is them
Yeah,
dropping
we're just
one
trying
good
to
event and
help.
that plan's out the window. It's gone. And the
Yeah,
other thing I hate too is all these people like there is definitely some really good changes, but there's people that they act like they know how to save the game and they just say, they just throw something out there. We'll see.
yeah,
I mean, maybe if servers are better, and absolutely right, but Apex is taking this long to do servers. I think there's definitely other issues. And taking it to the
yeah.
LTMs, legitimately, Apex has some really fun LTMs, but they never bring them out. I don't know how other people feel. I love Armored and Dangerous. I would have played it more if I wasn't
It
win
was.
grinding or kill grinding, whatever I was doing
I
at the
yeah.
time.
I truly wish they would have did it a little differently. I think they knew they could have taken out the charge rifle. Honestly, that
Yep,
could have been avoided. That was
yep.
annoying. I don't know why they thought that'd be a good idea, but it is a sniper, so I guess it's understandable. You can say what you were gonna say, and I'll
Yeah,
add on to it.
in the LTMs, there's some really good ones. The one that surprised me, and I didn't remember it coming out, or I think Flashpoint was new when I played
Oh
it
my
a
god, I
season
love
or two
Flashpoint.
ago. But that one's fun. I think it was supposed to come out in season 8, and then they never did, or maybe they did. I can't remember. But it's a cool idea, cool premise, whatever. And then there was Live Die Live. There's Dummy's Big Day or whatever. There's a bunch of them, and supposedly I can't remember it. I kind of remember it being in the game but not playing it. But the All Golden or whatever it was called, because I know
Oh my
Fortnite had a
god,
similar
yeah.
game mode. But they had the care package weapons. They had weapons at their full potential, basically, with all the attachments. That shit is fun, and I genuinely don't know why they don't keep an LTM in the game for casuals. Like it's among one of the most fun things for people. Like when you think of
Yeah,
Fortnite and you think of that game mode, I remember playing it a shit ton with my friends, the all golden and stuff like that.
yeah, yeah.
It just spices up the game. And like the one that people bring up the most, and I could not agree more, is control staying in the game. Control is one of those things that is genuinely fun, and what a lot of people said in a genuine huge chunk is they used it for warming up. When
Yeah,
people
I did too. It was a lot of fun. I don't blame
yeah,
you.
when a huge group is using something and it's a good purpose, it's a purpose that's bettering them, they love it. Like they're not just doing it to do it. It was probably fun to be able to train their aim or go and have all those gunfights and then jump into ranked. Obviously, you're warmed up. So having something like that is awesome. Another good idea is maybe a more accurate aim trainer. Like Valorant has all the targets you can set
Oh
up,
yeah,
all
that'd
the
be
different
awesome
people set up,
too.
whatever. I don't think the firing range is bad. We got the moving targets, the far
I not.
ones, the close ones,
Yeah,
but maybe something more precise. Like I told you today, I saw Apple was training his aim to go to ranked, and like that kind of stuff helps people. And it's funny because even third parties are doing it before Apex. They get the
yeah.
sights right, they get the fire rate, the damage, whatever. But Apex can't do it. I don't know.
I don't. My full honesty at this point, I feel like EA or whatever. I don't think they expected Apex to live this long. If you get what I'm saying,
Yeah. Yep.
I don't think they actually put enough thinking into what was going to happen. Because like for example, I understand we need like something new every season or like to entertain us. But like we keep getting a new character each fucking season that has lore that we don't understand and it doesn't like really tie in with any other lore. Like we still don't have lore for like anybody. We just keep getting new characters and new lore that we'll never know about. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense.
Yep. And one of the
It's weird.
weirdest things that took me a while to understand is how much lore can bring people into a game. I randomly, like multiple nights, multiple times, have gone and listened to the Five Nights at Freddy's lore. I do not give less than two shits about that franchise. I played
Oh yeah,
maybe the
I
first, second, and
it's
third game a
yeah,
little bit each, but some of the intricacy and like the storylines going back, connecting,
it's
you
just
know, they got that
amazing. Yeah,
consistency. It's cool where you know, we used to be able to watch Game Theory, Matt Pat talk about this doesn't seem significant, but actually Scott has thought about this thing and made it relevant. Like that kind of stuff is cool. Having a character in a game that you main and they have a really cool backstory makes it so that you can care about them a lot more. And I remember talking about Mike about this. Is like it's cool using that person. Like he talked to me about when they had that Octane and Lifeline. Um, what do you call it? Little trailer or stories from the Outlands where they're
yeah,
going in
yeah.
and breaking in, whatever. It's cool. It's cool seeing your characters do stuff, and
Together,
especially like the
yeah.
cinematics
Like outside of the games, it's nice to know. You know, it's not nice to know. It's like you know the painting we like, not the painting, like
in the
the
Rampart
loading
mod.
screen or whatever, where they're all like chilling together or
Yep,
whatever.
yep.
That shit is just so cool. Like I don't know, maybe they just stop making Apex and make it like an anime or something, bro. Honestly,
Supposedly there
I
is an anime
I don't
coming.
think the
Dead
game's gonna
ass.
work out. So I would watch the anime though. I don't care.
Yeah, I would too. I don't know. I would say the one thing that I would need out of it is having the same voice actors. There's no way in hell they do
Oh my
different
god,
ones. I don't
yes,
know
bro.
why they
Yeah,
would, but I hope to
bro.
God that they don't.
Crypto. I want to watch Crypto's fucking anime lore right
That's
now.
what I was gonna say
Oh
too.
shit.
Crypto's voice actor has such like that soothing, satisfying voice. It's so
Yeah.
funny. What's his name? Isn't it Johnny or something?
Oh Lord, I listen. I love the voice actors, but I do not remember any
I
names for
can't
the life
either.
of me. I'm like a terrible person, but I just don't know names. It's nothing,
Yeah,
nothing like
nothing
it's like
against
oh I
them.
don't like
Yep,
them. It's just
yep.
really bad with
I think
names.
it's Johnny Young, unless that's somebody else. Maybe I'm tripping, but I have no clue.
It may be. I'm not sure.
Yep.
Dude,
I th-
I wish I could like talk or play with a voice actor. That'd be so
I
fucking cool.
know. I think that's why I wanted to bring up. I think that's why Modern Mirage got so famous and hit it off so well is because even
Yeah.
though he wasn't Mirage's voice actor, he sounded so similar and people loved
Oh yeah.
having that kind of like encounter or interaction.
Yeah, like the player character
Yep,
interaction. It's just like
yep.
that. Let me go back to that. When you played in that tourney for CCE, did you get to talk to Mirage at all or
I
no?
didn't. The couple I talked
Uh,
to. So what happened is we were all in a Discord call, and obviously everybody takes their turns, and then the rest either can or don't have to watch. I mean, it'd kind of be dumb not to watch because you're just sitting there. But that's when I first talked to Apple, and I talked to a couple other guys.
oh
But
hell
me,
yeah.
I'm not exactly outwardly, but a lot of the others you could tell weren't either. So they literally basically only talked when they had to, and I can't remember if they just showed the gameplay. I don't think they had any of like the people's talking, but that would have been a cool thing too. But
Yeah.
yeah, there was a couple I talked to. Apple since I've talked to quite a few times, and it was cool to get to meet him there. But yeah, I didn't talk to him at all. I just know that like he won it, and it was so crazy. One of the things I was told going in is that there wasn't gonna be specials or like alts or tax, and then it was I think you could use one of the two, and then you could use both. So I was like, I'm just gonna have to go see her, show my boy off, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I I lost a 2-0 lead, so it's all right. We don't look
No,
back at that very
it's
much.
okay. It was mostly
Goldak
fun
did
though.
very
You
good though. I
experienced a
still
lot.
respect that. I wish the one thing I never did that I got to do pretty soon is go back and look at his POV if they have it. I got to see this shit.
I don't mean to fucking like hop on your back and like fucking like give you full credit, but I know you were lagging a lot, and I'm
Yep.
sure as fuck that was a lot of pressure.
No,
I know
absolutely.
Rocket was under a lot of pressure too, and I know he's an amazing player.
Yep.
So I'm sure it was really scary too. And I know it sounds dumb, but
No, genuinely. And one of the funny things too that you bring it up is I think that night I definitely was lagging, but it was definitely luckily like way better than usual. I think maybe the
yeah, that's
highest
good.
ping I was at was 80 or 90 and maybe a little bit of packet loss if that, but the pressure was there and the worst part is I'm kind of opposite of people. I had that pressure from having a lead. I didn't start
Yeah,
getting too cocky or I didn't start being like, "All right, now we win this shit." It was like, "Damn, if I fail this now, I look like a dumbass." Or like I got in my head so much it was crazy because I'd be like, "Am I
yeah,
really
oh
consistent with this
yeah.
weapon? Do I want to use this sight? Whatever." And I was like,
I've
"Bro, I'm thinking
I've
about it
still had
way too
so much,
much."
man. Yeah, I think that's definitely a reason that Apex died for me personally. Is I have like no self confidence in myself when it
Yep.
comes to Apex, and I don't really understand why it's just a fucking video game. In
Yep.
real life, there's no that doesn't correlate at all. Like, and I'm a really outgoing person too. I talk to everybody, so I don't understand why in a video game I'm doubting my own skill. But it always just makes me fuck up and overthink, and I don't know. I don't know how to, you know. I don't know. It's weird.
One of the
What
things
do,
I'd say that I think a lot of people really struggle with is not even just like losing, but what people are going to think if you lose. And to be honest,
oh
most of the
yeah,
time I feel really bad for people because genuinely most people don't care. Like, if you're put in a situation to clutch and they get mad, maybe they need to look at what they did before they went
yeah,
down. Sometimes it's kind of out of control. You know, you have two people focus you from the start of the fight or that you didn't expect, third party, whatever. But genuinely, a lot of time, either people are out of line when they get mad or they just like overdid it. And that's what will fuck people's confidence. And then, especially if you're a people person and you have that in the back of your mind, you know, I have such a good relationship. What if I fuck up? But most of the time, it's not the
yeah.
case. And most time, people are just ready to queue up again. So,
Absolutely, yeah. Not this has nothing to do. You remember earlier with me and Penguin in the rain, just fucking like 1v1ing and
yep,
shit.
yep,
Yeah,
yep.
dude. Oh my god, this has nothing to do. But that was like the most fucking fun
I know
I've
it's
ever
because you
had.
can just, and that's the thing I want to bring it back to real
Yeah,
quick is LTMs. The thing I hate, and I didn't even bring up yet, is how people treat LTMs. They have to sweat. They have to still get the high skills, damage. They have to test their limits. I'm like, go in there and have fun. That's what they're there for. You're not meant to be sweating, showing off, whatever. I mean, you know, if you're doing really good in the game mode, cool, proud of you. Like that's awesome. But it's meant to be there to kind of relax, you know, get all that pressure off your back, have some fun, but yet people still use it the wrong way. So I really hope that LTMs are
yeah.
like a permanent thing and like a
You
lot
know
of
what
us
I?
can just have kind of like a nice break kind of deal.
Yeah. This might sound a little fucked, but I kind of wish I played back when solos were a thing, and I knew the people I did, because I would have like tried to queue up in the same solo match, bro, and get my ones in.
Oh
That
my
shit would have been
gosh. I
so
was
much
so mad I missed
fun.
out on solos too. I didn't even know it was a thing till seasons after, I'm pretty sure. I'd never
Yeah,
heard about it.
same.
And then the other thing that sucks too is back then it was probably Wraith was one of the most picked solo and Gibby and probably Pathfinder back then because Pathfinder was pretty nuts. That's the only thing I hated is it's such a team-based game and some people's kits are so team-based, so then when you introduce a mode like that, there's
Yeah.
people that definitely shine.
I feel like in that sense, Lifeline would be OP as hell in
I
solo.
think she was pretty good because she has the heal drone, and then if you take a bat, I'll tell you who would absolutely mop solos: Horizon or
Oh my
probably
fucking
Valk. Both of
god.
them would be absolutely nuts. I would love to see them in
Oh,
solos. That would be fucking scary.
I want to see fucking Oh my god, I can't remember the legend's name. Let me go to the.
Who, the new
Let me
one?
go to uh no, no, no. Sorry, I wanted to see a Valken solos. I don't know why I couldn't say her name.
Oh yeah,
I was gonna say Fly, bitch, but that
yeah,
doesn't sound.
literally, literally.
Oh shit! I feel like she'd be so fucking annoying to go up against,
Yep.
dude.
Well, she has the stun
Oh.
thing. She can fly. You know, she can
And
escape,
then
get high
you
ground,
can
all
instant
that.
pull bat and fucking run away. And if
Yep.
you don't got good, like, I mean, you don't have to have these like good aim, but you gotta know how to track up if you want to
I
beam her out of
agree.
the sky.
Up and
So,
over and back and yep. That's what I hate about some of the aerial legends like Horizon Upper Q. The one thing I definitely need to improve on is I will like chase down a horizon and that's when they put their Q down and then I'm at the bottom of it looking up and that is the hardest shots to hit in my opinion. Like
oh
like
yeah,
straight up is crazy. I don't know. All right.
fucking
I
hell.
got a question for you, okay? I
Yeah.
know that you told me you've been trying to stay leak free. Okay. In season 14, what are some of your wants and hopes or opinions if you have any yet?
Honestly, man, I don't know if you saw. I saw the level prestige thing. I also saw that we're now getting packs for leveling up, so that has definitely given me some motivation to grind. Because like I can get free packs now, and I know I'm close to another loom, so I don't gotta spend money.
Absolutely.
Uh, I know there's gonna get rank. There's gonna be rank changes. Those are coming out Monday. I haven't seen any of the leaks. I don't
Oh,
want
me
to.
neither. I didn't even know there was going to be a change.
I saw the max battle pass gun, but that was because of the trailer. It wasn't a leak.
Yep.
I don't know if you saw or not.
Yep. I heard it was the TT.
Oof,
Yep. Yep.
yeah, I'm not excited. I'm not excited.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I got a really good look at it. If it's done well, I won't mind. It's one of those things where I mean they're eventually gonna do all the guns and then maybe do a second
Yeah,
version,
I
or
mean,
there's gonna be new
it's
guns for a
easy,
while,
but
so they're gonna
it's
have to keep
hard,
doing them.
so I don't care.
Yeah. I want to see what they
I
end
mean,
up doing for Sentinel because they've already
my
done
thing is,
Longbow.
oh my god, dude, the Sentinel's gonna be so nice.
Yep.
They already
Hopefully.
did the Longbow.
Yep. Longbow. I like the Longbow. I just never use it.
Yeah, that's how I feel about the triple take. Like, if it's a nice skin, like hell yeah, I'll rock it, but I'm never gonna use it.
Yep. I
Doesn't
think
make sense.
the one thing that I would say too for Apex, speaking of battle pass and leveling up and whatever, to keep the game going long term, I think one of the things they really need to implement is like keep going with the more packs or some kind of incentive. Even if they have to, how about give us crafting medals for leveling up? Like
Oh
it's
yeah,
just a complete comparison with Overwatch, but like Overwatch gives you currency and after a certain amount of time you can buy skins. So it'd be exactly like crafting if we were to get crafting from leveling up or keep getting packs. Like that's why I think so many people were so excited for so long about the prestige is because they get packs again and there's some kind of incentive to play. When you just play Apex to play, especially if you're going for kills, wins, whatever, most people have their goals. 10K in a season, 20K, or if you're like forget that fucking 50K in one
yeah,
season. But shit is insane. But like having an incentive, I don't know if Apex doesn't realize or if they just don't care, but it makes it that much better. Like Overwatch, not only was I love grinding because I was with a group that makes it fun, but being able to get stuff for free from playing and most of the time from doing stuff you're already going to do like playing certain roles is awesome. I love that stuff. And they give out free packs too from leveling up just like Apex. I mean technically they were before so Apex did it like them, but I love that
yeah.
stuff. A lot of player base pleasing is the way to go. And I think it is really good that they do the price trackers. I think that's a step in the right direction too. They've been doing those for a while, and I think a lot of people like those. I mean, as long as there's good stuff in them, of course. But keep doing stuff like that, and it goes a long way.
Uh, I mean, Apex might be okay. I mean, we'll never know. I think Apex will always be one of those games like Fortnite that'll linger on forever until the next big thing comes out.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I think that's it we have for Apex. Unless you have something else to add, we'll
The
move on to
one
the next
little
step.
thing I would say
Yep.
is I honestly think that both are gonna carry on for a crazy amount of time because at the end of the day, the way people think and the way they communicate is that those are the two best battle royales. Blood Hunt I thought was gonna be big, and then that
Oh my
superhero
god,
one that
yeah.
Obrada was playing for a while, and like nothing has come of those two since they released. Like the superhero one I haven't heard of since I saw Obrada play it, and then Blood Hunt every once in a while you'll see a streamer play it. Like I think Caution plays it from
Yeah.
time to time, and a couple
Yeah,
others just
I
as like
watched
a fun thing to
Caution
do.
play it. It looked dope as
Yeah.
hell, but like there wasn't enough around it for me to get into it. I
All
know
right,
it's
let's
on
hear it, Noodle.
PS5.
What you got, big
All
dog?
right. So August 2nd, I think, was National Titty Day, boys. All right.
So go
I
claim
didn't
your free.
know it
No.
till August 3rd. Okay.
Oh God.
Uh, I'm sorry. This is bad timing. But
Hey,
on good
let's.
news, August 1st was National Girlfriend's Day. So if you're not unfortunately single, uh, you know, I got a funny story about that. Me and Kai, we didn't really know it was National Girlfriend's Day, and I get that does sound fucked up, right? But it's not intended that way. Like, neither of us have had like that perfect relationship where we celebrated it before, if that makes sense. So I don't know. We didn't think about it. It wasn't a big deal to us, but we sat down and talked about it, and we set up a date. And we're gonna go out, and I don't think we're gonna make up for that. I think we just want to go out and have a date.
Yeah, that's always nice.
But if you are single, it's okay.
Yep.
You know,
The one thing I gotta say
take time.
before I get into my very interesting story for
Oh
Girlfriend's Day
god.
is if you are single, please, for the love of God, do not be desperate and go out of your way like just to be in a relationship. It never works out. I promise
No,
you.
know your self worth and never
Yep.
push yourself
Yep.
into something,
And
dude.
please find somebody that's interested in the same stuff as you or somebody
Oh
that's
my
like a
god.
contrast. Like if you like Star Wars and they like maybe sports, maybe they can teach you something about sports. Maybe they're interested in like learning about Star Wars. That's always a really good relationship to have too rather than I
Oh
mean, we
yeah.
like exactly what each other like cuz then there's nothing to teach each other, there's nothing to learn whatever. But
Yeah.
but time for the big story. All right? So,
Okay, let's hear
late
it.
late July is rolling around.
Yeah.
I'm talking anywhere from the 25th to the 30th, okay? I hear
Gotcha.
girlfriend's day's coming up. Like we were talking about before, I didn't know it was a thing. Like not being a dick, I just had never heard about it before this year. I think
Yeah,
our
yeah,
generation loves making holidays. Like I guarantee I don't have to look up. I guarantee there's a like a pancake or waffle day, like some random shit, right? So I see that. I see a couple of girls posting it, kind of like to nudge their boyfriends, like, "Hey, better not forget this shit," type deal, and some
yeah,
stuff on
right.
TikTok. And so I said, I know how people are. I'm like, there's gonna be some posts about people's girlfriends, whether it's on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. I'm gonna try to go above and beyond. So that day, I wake up, I go out, I get her flowers, chocolates, and not
Oh
only did
yeah,
I get
oh
her
yeah.
sunflowers, her favorite flower, I picked flowers from my mom's garden with her help too. We're going out of our like I'm doing everything I can. Right, I get what are they called? Brown-eyed Susans, okay? Because it kind of complements the sunflowers. This is how much I'm thinking about this shit. Okay, you ever heard me talk about flowers?
Yeah,
Hell no. So I go out of my way, and while I can't make this up, I'm at Acadia's house. I asked her little sister if she was home. Because me and her sister are friends too, because she watches anime, all that stuff, whatever. And she's like, yeah, you can come in, you can set it up. Her and her friend were home, and then the
yeah.
parents were home because they were home from band, whatever. I
Yeah.
set it up. As I'm setting it up, I get like one of those notifications because you can have the notification when somebody adds their story. And Acadia posts on her private story, luckily, not the main, but she goes, imagine getting posted today. Cute. And I was like, there's no fucking way, dude. I was like, okay. I was like, I just didn't say anything. I accidentally snapped her while she was in the room, so she was probably thinking. And I was like, please just wait, have some patience. You'll be happy. And she got home and she felt so bad, and I felt bad, but I was like, you gotta have that faith, because I love going out of my way for people and like doing stuff. It makes me feel
Yeah,
good too. But I was like, damn. And I showed her sister, and her sister's jaw dropped, and she's like, wow. But it was
yeah,
one of those accidental things, and like she told me that it was like she didn't mean it to like put me down or anything. It was more as like just everybody was getting posted, so it's like it's kind of, I don't know,
yeah. I get
overdone.
that. I felt really bad because, like, I don't know. I felt really bad, but Kai really reassured. She said it was all right. I don't know. It was like a mutual thing. It wasn't like I forgot and I was being like a dick or anything. It
Yep.
was just like a like, oh fuck, this is thing. This is today. Yeah.
Yep.
And we didn't start talking about it until after she got at work. After she got out of work, she was eating dinner, and we were like scrolling through TikTok together, and we saw it, and we're like, oh,
Well, that's a
and
good thing though. At
oh
least you can say
shit. I
you
was like,
both
oh well,
forgot.
yeah,
Because
it
if
was
one
fucked up.
forgets, it's kind of the other one there like, damn, really?
Yeah,
All I'm saying, boys and girls, moral of
crazy.
the story: get a calendar for your room. Write down all the important dates and plaster that shit right by your
Damn
face so that you
fucking
never forget.
right.
If you gotta put that shit on the ceiling while you're laying in bed, so you have to. I mean, it was probably gravity would probably pull the page down, but tape that shit up so that you have to stare at it and get ready for those dates. You miss an anniversary, you miss a date night, you miss any of that, you're screwed. You're absolutely screwed. So rather
Live
than
forever the
dying a
fucking
short
best.
life, just make sure you hit those dates and carry on.
That's
All I'm
crazy.
saying. All I'm saying. All right. I
Do you
wanted to
remember?
talk. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Do you remember when Muffin and Orca, before we knew them, they first started posting and everything?
I believe so. I don't think I
Oh
remember
my
a
dude,
lot of the posts. I
I was
do remember
texting
some of
her
the
the
early
other
ones though.
day, and like I remember commenting all those posts before I knew them, just like messing around, dude. I miss seeing their posts on my For You page all the time. Some people think it was corny, but I thought it was cute and it was nice and it was something different and it was
I
pretty cool.
I think
And they put
especially for the
millions of views
Apex community, it was
too.
very different because we're so used to seeing people go at each other's necks and get mad about everything that they can. So it was not. It
Yeah,
was like a little nice change up, going from like I hate you, you suck, like I want you to die, to like, hey,
absolutely,
I love
yeah.
playing with them. It's like, oh, okay, bet. This is
And like
nice.
I've played with Orca and Muffin before. They're both just fucking
Oh,
amazing
absolutely.
people. I absolutely love Orca,
I
man.
sadly I've never played with Muffin, but I played with Orc I think 2 or 3 times, and both
Yeah,
or
I
all
remember
three
we
times
were
he's so
in
nice.
trios. Remember that choke 10-10 when I had a
Yep, I
4K?
remember that, and we
I
were
had a
just
4K
laughing and
with like
dying.
4 kills,
It was
bro.
rough, but we still
Oh
did
my god,
very good, very good.
we were
Didn't you go
frying
for a
people.
4K
Yeah.
that game too? And you were pretty damn close too. I think
No,
Orca had.
I got the 4K that game. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I was gonna say I think
Yeah, it
Orca
was
had like a
awesome.
2 point something, and I did too, or a 3K. That was a nutty one.
Yeah, it was crazy game. It was a crazy game. That dude wouldn't fucking respawn, bro. If he would have respawned,
Yep.
we would have been okay.
You know,
But
speaking of
yeah.
people we miss, okay? I have not seen Suba's post in a while. He used to be the one who would do those like the truck month, and he'd have like those like trailers that they do for the car commercials, and have them say like some outrageous shit like "Get your shit slobbered on over at Chevy."
Oh my
Like
gosh,
those
yeah,
were so good, and he
yeah,
just disappeared. I don't know if he stopped posting or maybe I wasn't
yeah. He went
liking some of
through
his
it.
posts. Which if I like somebody, I like almost all their posts, so it was weird just not seeing him.
Yeah. Speaking of people we haven't seen in a while, Rocket KC. He went
Yep, yep,
after graduation. He said he wasn't gonna post for a while, and I mean, I've talked to him here and there. He's been really busy though. I did talk to him about coming on the podcast, and he said he'd be interested. I think
yep,
it'd be a lot of fun to have him come on here and talk.
yep,
Uh, I don't know. It's been so long since I've talked to Rocket. I remember he was in the party when he was
yep,
doing his games. You remember that?
yep.
Oh my god,
I
he was
always
so
like that.
nervous. I felt so bad. We were hyping him up.
Wait,
He
he was
wasn't
in the
even
party when he was
that
doing what?
disappointed. What?
He was in the party when he was doing what?
I think he was in the party when he was doing his games, wasn't he?
His games or
Or was that?
exams?
I think that was after. I think he joined after his games. Actually,
Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
we
yeah.
were in somebody's party and he joined and was talking to us about his games or something.
Like sports, or you're talking about Apex?
No, like the CCE game he played
Oh no no
in.
no, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I thought you
Yeah.
said exams for a second. I was like, there's no way bro's in the party. All right, boys, listen. We got a geometry question coming up. I'm gonna need your help. My favorite part is
Goofy.
Sizzy would be the type to get that shit absolutely wrong. But no, there's always
Literally.
there's always something cool to learn from different creators, and that's why I told Noodle I'd like to get a lot of viewers if possible. It doesn't even have to be for a ton of time, a whole podcast, whatever. Even maybe 5 minutes from somebody. I was talking to Noodle about maybe some kill grinders and win grinders. I know that
Oh,
they try to
absolutely.
make the most out of their time, but even maybe 5-10 minutes, and maybe think of hopefully some creative questions. I know y'all, they've been answered and they've been asked a million times. I don't want to have forget that on and be like, hey, how many kills you get this season? How many hours do you grind a day? Do you get
Yeah.
any wins? Like that shit isn't creative. Ask them about what they do outside of games. Do they got a job? If not, is
Yeah, how's their
social
life
media
going?
helping them out?
Yeah.
Don't have to get too personal and be like, yo, how much you making? Oh. But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
questions like that. You always the creative ones always people like so much better because everybody knows forget that plays Seer. Everybody knows most of his goals going for 50K, that stuff. But it's cool learning like what's behind that person, like their motivations and
Yeah, like
everything.
behind the scenes type shit. Yeah, I get
Absolutely.
that.
So if you guys wanted to see, and I'm asking for you guys if you hear this, whether I post it on YouTube, if you end up finding this on Spotify, give us a nice, pat on the back that we got on Spotify. I'm trying to
Yeah.
figure out how we're gonna do that right now. But
You
go to one
should
of the comment sections and let us know who you want to see. And if you have to, just be like, hey, heard your podcast. Here's who I want to see. Some that we have in mind, like Noodle said, Rocket. I really want to get Stereo Mike on here. I think he's one of the main reasons. I think I have three main motivations to do a podcast, and it was Uncle Joey, his joint podcast. I think I showed Noodle an episode of that.
Yeah, you did. I watched
it's
it. It was
it's so
amazing.
funny. Like he's so funny. He talks about stories. He's just a
Yeah.
good guy, and obviously comedian, so he's funny as hell. Then we got TMG, Tiny Meat Gang with Cody Ko, Noel Miller. They are funny as
Oh,
hell too.
oh,
And then
oh.
Stereo Mike. Stereo Mike is one of the bigger ones
Yeah.
of that group because of how he does it, and I think he's so professional. I want to have Stereo Mike on. And then me and Noodle were both thinking Peak Panda as well because he
Oh,
has
absolutely.
he's always in those talks of like takes, opinions, whatever. So let us
Yeah,
know who
he
you guys
always
want to
has a
see.
good debate to bring to the table.
Yep, yep. You
When
got anything
I
else?
first started watching podcasts, well, obviously when I was a really really small content creator, you got me in touch with Stereo Mike and you let me on his podcast actually, and it was amazing, dude. Oh my
Yep,
god,
yep. I thought it
so
was
much
cool
fun.
because I didn't expect to be on one either. And then I was like, hey, I got somebody I know that would love to do a podcast. And the thing that made me really happy is you hadn't shown your face yet, so he didn't even
Yeah,
mind. He just had you on anyways.
yeah,
I love that.
it was great.
Yep,
When I besides Mike, I used to watch this YouTuber named Wildcat. He has a podcast called the Wildcast, and I would be working like 9 hour days, and I would play like 3 seasons of his damn fucking podcast. Their
yep.
shit was so funny. They kept it going. They had some light, dark humor. I don't really know what would be permittable because
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
for
There's
some just to
definitely
play it safe,
boundaries,
but
but some people really like to ride that line, and sometimes you just gotta respect it because
yeah,
it's a
I get
scary
that
thing.
absolutely.
I
It's
think
human morals.
the one thing the one thing I hate, and it's not even like a good reason, is I will listen to TMG in Uncle Joey's joint so much. I'll listen to it at work and I could get like 2 episodes done in one night, so then I have to wait like 2 3 days just for another episode to be out, and it makes
Oh
me so
yeah,
upset because I think both of them genuinely have their formula down, and they have that shit down to a T. Like they have this shit calculated what they do. Joey's got his stories. He got his interesting guests. He even had. Have you ever seen The Punisher? Or you know The Punisher?
yeah, yeah. I saw
Yep. Do
the
you know John
Netflix show.
Bernthal or
Yeah.
no?
What?
John Bernthal. That's the guy who plays the Netflix version of Punisher, like the
Oh yeah,
show.
yeah, 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 yeah.
He I love that episode he did with Joey because both them kind of had like same opinions on stuff, and like genuinely, all politics aside, like they were talking about stuff with cops and all this other stuff, and it's so cool to hear, and like just talking about, hey, we want to give the mic to people that actually matter, whatever. Like I love that kind of stuff. I love the interviews,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And TMG, they got their shit down too. If you guys ever watch them, whether it's on YouTube or Spotify, I recommend YouTube, but I just always listen on Spotify because it's easier. They got their cold opens, like The Office, where there's always something at the beginning usually, and they're just so funny. But that kind of stuff makes me happy, inspires me, and hopefully we can get there one day. But gonna take a lot of work first.
Yeah.
You got anything?
I think I think that's about it. I think we
Yep.
covered everything for the
Yep.
first, the first time around.
Yep.
I mean, it's our first time. We just fucking shot our shot.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
think we
I
did.
got a
I think
question
we did
before I
what we
get
could
into
do.
what I wanted to say last. How long
Yeah.
you think we went?
I want to say we went about 20 minutes before we get going. Never mind. I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Hey,
Never mind.
guess how
Oh
long
my
it's
god.
been?
20 minutes maybe.
41. We did good, dude.
Dude, holy
I
shit.
know. The one thing I wanted to say and try to think of what you were thinking of is I wanted to talk about like where we're going with this.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
Sorry,
plan
sorry.
on
That's what it was.
riding
Yeah,
with
sorry, thank
Noodle
you.
as far as we can, and then guests having on. I'm gonna try to get it going as professionally as possible, but you guys gotta understand. I like
Well,
making promises. I like trying to reassure you guys. I
uh,
don't know how long it's gonna take, what we need to do, whatever. It's new to us as well. I'm gonna try to get face cams maybe going eventually. I don't know how soon, and then that's up to Noodle too.
oh
I
yeah,
know I'll try to
I
get one.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
haven't done a face reveal, but I definitely will get one for the
yep,
podcast. I
yep,
want to start streaming with a face cam, but like, I gotta move my room around because I don't want you guys to
yeah,
see like my LEDs in the back because like
yeah.
they kind of look fucked up. So yeah.
And then the
But
other
I'm gonna turn
thing,
my setup so I can like hang up poster in the background and like
yeah,
like a kick around or
like a
something.
background, yeah. The other thing I wanted
Yeah,
to say
have
is
like
we
something in the back
are
messing around. Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna get going on YouTube. So I'm gonna have a YouTube account that I'm gonna turn into either repurpose one, or I'll probably make a new one. It'll probably just
Oh
be
yeah.
called What's Cooking, or maybe What's Cooking Podcast, obviously with spaces in between.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're gonna get going on TikTok. I already have that up. I repurposed the Team Anti official TikTok to What's Cooking Podcast, so you can go look that up right
Oh
now.
yeah.
I don't know if YouTube will be up, but I'm gonna try to do it as soon as we end this, so it probably will be.
Oh yeah. I'm going to also get the link for the YouTube, and you can find it in my link tree. Also, it's gonna be
Bet,
on the third
bet.
row, just to have it there.
Yeah.
Uh, it'll be easy to find. I found a way to get the link tree back in your bio. Also, just empty out your bio and paste your link tree name and everything, and then hit done, and then you can remove it, and you'll have the link tree back, and you can re-put your bio. It's super easy.
Wait, did you know how to
But
do it where it could have a website in your bio, or no?
yeah, yeah, that's exactly what you do right there. You'll get the website in your
Oh
bio
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. I was gonna say because I
Yeah,
think you had to
what
have
I
like a
have to do.
business account or a creator account or something for it. It was weird for a
No,
while.
no, it's a weird glitch. All you gotta do, like, I emptied out my bio and then
Okay,
I pasted like the link for my link tree, and then I exited out and I saw like the link tree there thing was there. I'm like, what the hell?
that's
And then I
wild.
took the link tree away and I saw it was there still. I'm like, oh, okay, let's go.
Yeah. But you guys will be able to find us on YouTube, TikTok, and then hopefully Spotify. I
Absolutely.
don't know if there's really anything else to branch out to. I think we might make short form content on Instagram too. Might as well, a jack of all
Oh yeah.
trades. But
We
it's
could
been
try.
fun.
I haven't on Instagram in so long.
I genuinely don't post. I think Rocket right before he left, he was getting into it, and I think he got some pretty decent numbers. But I haven't explored it. I don't know what works
Oh
there,
yeah.
what doesn't, whatever. So it's just kind of new. Maybe throw some clips and just see how it goes. But besides that, it's about it. If you guys stayed the entire time, you're fucking insane. Hopefully, it was
Thank you
very
very much.
interesting.
It's insane.
I
Yeah.
want to let you guys know whether on Noodle's video, my video, whatever, especially if we post a video about like clips from here. Let us know topics you want us to talk about, guests you want us to have on, and maybe some
Oh,
ideas.
absolutely. Yes.
We're open to it, and we're trying to do as best as we can. Because I think speaking for Noodle, whether he agrees or not, I think this is gonna be very fun. I think it's one of those experiences
I
where
think.
you just kind of have to live it and see it
Yeah.
happen.
I think in the end, even if we just do this and it doesn't work out, I'm down just to have fun with it, and it's something I've always
Genuinely,
wanted to do. Like
yep,
on the side, like my TikToks in the beginning, they've always been just normally me talking, and this is another way I just get to talk more
I love it.
and talk to people more, and I think it's
Yep.
awesome. It'll be a lot of fun. So.
We'll see you guys in the next one.